Most visitors to Broken Hill in far west New South Wales also head out to the tiny town of Silverton, 30 minutes drive northwest of the city. Looking like something straight out of a Hollywood western, this former mining settlement has indeed found fame as a film set. Mad Max 2 was filmed around Silverton and Broken Hill in 1981, and Yorkshire-born Adrian Bennett opened a museum in honour of the road warrior.
Well, it all started actually 40 years ago. It was 1982, and a couple of friends of mine told me that I need to go see these biker movies called Mad Max and Mad Max 2. I'd never heard of them. I wasn't really keen on going at the time. I would have preferred to have gone to the pub, but went to see them and couldn't believe what I'd seen on screen. So I became curious about the films, very passionate about these movies, and just wanted to know as much as I could about them. And then eventually moved out here to where some of the film was shot in Silverton and opened the Mad Max Museum. We've got all kinds of paraphernalia, from props, hundreds of behind-the-scenes photographs, scripts, call sheets, all this kind of thing, costume pieces, vehicles. We have replica and real vehicles as well. Of course, most of the vehicles were destroyed in the film, but we've managed to salvage and come across some of them. Most people that when they associate the Mad Max movies, it really is about the vehicles and the stunts for the majority of people, but without the stuntmen, certainly without the stunt coordinator Max Aspin, who we lost sadly a few years ago. This film certainly wouldn't have been what it is. I mean, they really gave it everything they had, And I've got to tell you as well, the majority of the film, I'd say 80% of the film, was actually Broken Hill locals, not actors. Broken Hill locals driving vehicles. Apart from about 6 stuntmen that they had, everybody else was from Broken Hill. So again, this wouldn't be allowed now, but back then, and they just enjoyed it. I mean, this is what they used to do on a weekend anyway. So they dressed them up, paid them a wage, and says, "Go out there and have a good time," and they just filmed it, and it was just incredible. But that's it really. Anything and everything to do with Mad Max 2. If I had no choice but to grab something and run, it would have to be 3 items. Would be the boomerang, the music box and the fork, the 3 things that you see when you first come into the display. Those are so special pieces, in even small pieces, but in scenes, memorable scenes. I mean, of course, the dog food eating scene with Max up the pinnacle, and of course when he's got the music box and he gives to the kid, and of course you've got the feral kid with the steel boomerang, So, but yeah, if I had to kind of grab 3 things and run, it would be the boomerang, the fork, and definitely the music box.
Also do the short drive from Silverton to Mundi Mundi Lookout. Fans of the film will recognise the hill where the masked humongous and villainous marauder Wes meet their gruesome end in the epic tanker crash scene. For more ideas for things to do in Broken Hill and Silverton, head to our website.